Coming in from Bihar, where Lok Shakti Party Ram Vilas chief Chirag Paswan has announced on social media that as a member of the NDA today in a meeting with the BJP National President JP Nadda ji, we've together finalized the seat sharing in Bihar to ensure success in the Lok Sabha polls. He said the same will be announced in due course. Okay, we'll go over to our reporter Payal to understand more on this entire context. Payal, let me just tell our audiences the arrival of the JDU, or rather the re-arrival of the JDU into this alliance has, according to many experts over the last few months, given the sense to the Lok Shakti Party that they may be getting less seats in the alliance. And we've seen Mr. Paswan make statements hinting and cautioning the BJP almost to exactly that measure. Now this coming out, can you just bring our audiences more context?
Well, as far as Ram Vilas Paswan was really concerned, he was told to be the weather vane of the business of politics. That's the kind of reputation that he really had. But Chirag Paswan has also carved a sort of place for himself, essentially by calling himself Narendra Modi's Hanuman. He said that whatever Narendra Modi tells him, he treats him like God and he will listen to what he really says. So it's not just Chirag Paswan who was opposed to Nitish Kumar's alliance. Remember, many top leaders within the BJP rank, top 2 to 3 leaders within the BJP rank were also completely opposed to Nitish Kumar. But they do understand that, the need of the hour was to come back to Nitish Kumar and make sure that the alliance really happened. So Chirag Paswan as of now seems to be happy about the alliance working out. He's had a meeting with JP Nadda. You can see a warm hug taking place between JP Nadda and of course Chirag Paswan. And it was JP Nadda, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, all of these leaders were extremely supportive of the Paswan family, especially at the fag end of Ram Vilas Paswan's life when he was extremely unwell and was hospitalized. These leaders constantly, maintained their touch with Chirag Paswan and told him critically not to worry about anything else as well. But the big bone of contention for Chirag Paswan is not the number of seats. The big bone of contention between Chirag Paswan and his uncle Pashupati Paras has been who will get the seat of Hajipur. Because Hajipur was the seat that Ram Vilas Paswan was really identified with. We'll have to just wait and see what really works out, because Chirag Paswan has met JP Nadda and Pashupati Paras has also met several leaders from the state, who had reached out to him in the national capital today, tried to understand from him what really he wants, because Pashupati Paras had made it very, very clear that either he gets Hajipur or nobody else gets it. So that's the kind of acrimony that you've really seen. The two have had bad blood. In fact, top BJP leadership advised the two that they should come together, come back to the same unit. But Pashupati Paras has said that unse hamara दिल तो मिल गया है पर आत्मा कभी नहीं मिल सकती, परिवार भी कभी नहीं मिल सकता. So that's the kind of acrimony that really exists between the two families. Very, very sad to see, because Ram Vilas Paswan was able to keep everybody together. He was able to keep the entire family together. He in fact groomed his younger brother and his younger brother's children. Prince Paswan was also groomed largely by Ram Vilas Paswan and of course Chirag Paswan. But in politics nobody is a permanent friend and nobody is a permanent enemy to ya.
Okay, Payal, we'll just ask you to stay with us. Let's go over to our colleague Aman for more context on this. Aman, the entire Bihar political dynamics here come into play. As Payal was saying, there's obviously the bitter relationship between one man and his uncle and the animosity they share that has formed the backdrop of this entire story. The other thing, though, with this particular party is multiple times it's had to ward off jibes of being a BJP B team, being a vote cutter. Tell our audiences a little bit more about how that might have played out in the last few months after JDU rejoined the BJP in the alliance.
Well, Toya, as Payal was mentioning that, Chirag Paswan has no love lost for Nitish Kumar. In fact, the last election when we saw in the assembly election in Bihar, Chirag Paswan was the one who really hurt Nitish Kumar, and Nitish Kumar in private quarters has been saying that it was Chirag Paswan, who may have costed the JDU many seats in the last assembly elections. So in a way, that alliance is a very tricky alliance. When you have BJP and JDU are old partners, but when you add Chirag Paswan into it, who has been taking on Nitish Kumar very, very strongly in the past years, it becomes a tricky alliance. What I know of is that in the last elections, the seat sharing arrangement, as we all know, was 17, 17 and 6. 17 for the BJP, 17 for the JDU and 6 seats for LJP, then led by Ram Vilas Paswan. And BJP had come down. BJP already had 21 MPs, but it fought only on 17 seats. It made a sacrifice of 4 seats. What Chirag Paswan, I believe, had told the BJP leadership this time when the alliance was restitched was that this is the turn of the JDU maybe to make a sacrifice now. The JDU should maybe fight on less than 16 seats that it has in the Lok Sabha, and it should contest on lower seats. Maybe the BJP can contest more, but Chirag Paswan was very clear that 6 seats must come to the LJP and he must contest from Hajipur. That was very, very clear that Chirag Paswan said there can be no compromise on that. So has a breakthrough been achieved on that? If we see that tweet of Chirag Paswan today, remains to be seen. Let's see what the final disclosure by the NDA is about the seat sharing arrangement. And as Payal was saying, very importantly, who contests from Hajipur, because Chirag Paswan wants to contest from Hajipur as the legacy of his father from that seat is very much there. But the BJP camp, the NDA camp in Bihar is very, very confident that it is going to sweep all 40 Lok Sabha seats of Bihar. In fact, in the words of Chirag Paswan, I remember him telling me in parliament that, election तो हम 40 सीट तो पहले भी जीत रहा था एनडीए, but now we will win with an even bigger margin because Nitish Kumar JDU is also back in the fold. So the BJP NDA camp is very, very confident that RJD, Congress combined, left combined, has no chance in the Lok Sabha elections in Bihar, and that is why the candidate list from Bihar as well as the seat sharing arrangement is very, very keenly watched. And as Chirag Paswan's tweet is now showing that maybe it is all sorted and all good within the NDA camp on that front.